Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Matt Sheehan.
And I'm Shelby Roberts. Welcome to WMBD This Morning. To begin this morning, negotiations continue between the city of Peoria and Local 50 Fire Union.
The two groups met Friday morning discussing possibly settling the unfair labor practice the union filed against the city back in 2018. Local 50 President Ryan Brady says the union will be willing to drop the unfair labor practice in exchange for the city keeping one fire engine open until at least March of next year. Brady says he wants to be clear these meetings have nothing to do with the motion Councilman Chuck Graham made on the floor Tuesday night. Brady says he's scheduled to meet with city leaders again this week.
Community members are raising their voices against the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Dozens of Bradley students and locals protested ICE Saturday. They were at the Four Corners on Main Street and University. Now, this comes after recent reports came out of ICE forcibly sterilizing their detainees. Protesters say that they want to shift the negative stigma of immigration and also to highlight ICE's actions. They say they want to start by having Bradley University first commit to becoming a sanctuary campus.
We hope that they would sign at least some sort of legally binding document that they would be committed to help ease students' thoughts and prevent unnecessary anxieties. Nobody should ever have to feel some sort of uncomfort and should be able to feel safe within a learning environment, regardless of documentation status.
And Perez says that they'll be meeting with Bradley administrators tomorrow to discuss the issue. He says they'll be bringing a petition with students' concerns as well as information on how to support their undocumented population.
The Vietnam Traveling Memorial Wall has left East Peoria after 5 days of honoring the fallen men and women of the U.S. Armed Forces. As Durante Matthews explains, yesterday afternoon was quite emotional as hundreds gathered in Levy Park for the wall's closing ceremony.
A rifle salute and the retrieving of the colors marks the final day for the Vietnam Traveling Memorial Wall in East Peoria.
People were just in silence, just watching the flag move away.
Silence to honor the names engraved on the wall.
There are no words that can explain the sacrifice the soldiers, the Marines, everyone made to this.
The hundreds who came out to Sunday's closing ceremony showed appreciation in salutes, flowers, and tears.
The respect that they treat the wall with is phenomenal, and it makes me proud to do what I do.
Wall manager Doc RUSSO says he gets about 300 requests yearly to have the wall, which was made by rocket scientists, brought to a city.
It's got to be for the right reason.
He says he ultimately chooses 18, and the impact it leaves on the area makes his job worth it.
The folks, the Vietnam vets and their families, as they drive down the road from now on, they're going to go, hey, do you remember when the wall was there? Do you remember when I took you out to see Grandpa's name?
Decker says the process took about 2 years to bring the wall to East Peoria. He says being able to show this to the younger generation was an added bonus.
You saw so many people with their kids. Their kids had no idea what this wall was about, but yet when they left here, they had at least an understanding.
He says instilling the importance of veterans to the future is a service in itself. In East Peoria, Durante Matthews, WMBD News.
Great to see that support. Well, coming home and laid to rest, a Marine from Washington is finally home. WMBD's Nick Molinari joins us live in the studio this morning to explain the hero's legacy. Good morning, Nick.
Well, good morning, Shelby. After 76 years, a Washington Marine whose remains were recently accounted for is finally home and buried next to family. Washington Marine Sergeant George Reeser, who was killed in battle back in 1943, was laid to rest next to his parents Saturday morning. Reeser's remains were unaccounted for the better part of 7 decades and were eventually identified in March and brought back to Central Illinois last Thursday. His family says they're happy to be able to close this chapter in his life.
It is wonderful. We've been waiting for 77 years for his body to return, so it's fantastic what everybody has done.
We've got the moral obligation as well as the obligation to your military brothers and sisters to make sure they're welcomed home appropriately.
Kirkpatrick says there are still more than 82,000 veterans unaccounted for. Louderback says she's happy her brother is no longer one of them and is now resting next to family. Matt?
Well, thank you, Nick. Illinois lawmakers reacting to Coney Barrett's nomination. Congressman Darren LaHood said she's an outstanding selection to fill the vacancy on the Supreme Court and reaffirms that our Constitution will be strongly and properly upheld in our nation's highest court.
Senator Tammy Duckworth responding in a different tone, saying if Republicans insist on confirming Judge Amy Coney Barrett that the court could roll back women's reproductive rights, greenlight more dark money is what she's calling it politics, and jeopardize voting rights and civil rights for black and brown communities. For more lawmakers' responses on this nomination, you can head on over to our website. That's ciproud.com.
Improving relationships between police and community members, an event held over the weekend worked to do just that. Don't Start in the Park, held at the Carver Recreation Center, brought police officers and neighbors together. Officers and kids were split into teams and faced off in three-point shooting, free throws, and cornhole contests. Peoria's Police Chief MARION says these kind of events are more important now than ever.
It's just an event to get the community out, have positive interaction with members of the community, basically let them see the human side of police officers, you know, out having fun, and we're people too.
Well, that looked pretty fun. Organizers say they were glad to see multiple departments come out and support, and Congressman Darren LaHood voiced his support for the program as well.
Well, many of us have heard of the old phrase, the way to someone's heart is through their stomach. Well, get this. The stomach also provides a direct route to your brain, or more specifically, your mood. Comfort foods might make us feel good for a moment, but if you're looking for a longer lasting impact, well, you might want to consider revamping your diet to include more vitamins that promote hormone production. Courtney Miller, an RN with OSF Healthcare, says especially during this time, you want to make sure you're getting a lot of vitamin D. She says research shows there's a connection between vitamin D and mental health.
This pandemic has really highlighted how deficient as a nation our vitamin D levels are. It's astonishing to me how we knew it was bad, but we never knew it was this bad. That most people, there's a huge correlation between severe COVID symptoms and low vitamin D levels.
And on your screen, there are a list of foods that she does recommend you eat if you want to see a real positive change in your mood. The time is now 5:38. Here's meteorologist Molly Naslin.